Hey, what's up guys, Mr. Kadrex here again. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Gemmer, and Google+. All the links are down below in the description. Doing another video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a figure that I got recently 2 days ago. That I ordered alongside my Bandai Burning Godzilla figure. And today we're going to be reviewing the Bandai 2016 re-release Godzilla 1999 or Godzilla 2000 Millennium from the film Godzilla 2000 Millennium and Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. This suit appeared, like I said, in Godzilla 2000 Millennium, as well as Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, but they do not share the same continuity. So, yeah. So here's the figure. And, I always wanted a Godzilla 2000 figure ever since I saw the movie when I was a kid. I saw Godzilla 2000 when I was little. I think when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Can't remember. Somewhere around that time. And I always wanted the figure. 2009 was when I finally got a Godzilla 2000 figure. It was the Bandai Creation Godzilla Millennium figure. And I loved it so much. But unfortunately, over time, it started breaking and it got old. And eventually, I cut it up and used it as a prop for one of my Godzilla fan films. And unfortunately that prop is gone. And I didn't have a Godzilla 2000 figure for a long time. And when I heard Bandai was re-releasing it, I was so glad that they re-released their Godzilla 2000 Millennium. Because their figure is really great. As much as I loved the Bandai Creation figure, this one is obviously better. But the Bandai Creation figure is also good too. But we're going to be reviewing this one in today's video. So let's get to it. First, we're going to start off with the little fold-up card it came with. Got a nice picture of Godzilla 2000 Millennium right there. Right there it says Millennium Godzilla. 2016 with the King Goji print right there. And there it says Godzilla 2000 Millennium. Movie Monster Series, Bandai. And on the inside, we got a picture, silhouette of Godzilla 2000. Information in Japanese. Customer service inquiries are not accepted from outside Japan. And the little Godzilla imprint right there. So, yeah. Very nice little fold-up card. I like it. And let's get on to the figure itself. So this is based on the suit that was used in the movie, not the concept design that Yuji Sakai did for the suit. And well, nowadays when we see Godzilla 2000 figures, they're based on the concept design. But thank goodness that this one is based on the suit design. So yeah, let's start off with detail. Detail is great on this figure. You guys can see the scales over the body. It looks like tree bark, which is really nice. Got the nice powerful legs. 4 toes that this Godzilla had. The toes look very excuse me. Toes look very sharp. Very nicely detailed. I like the feet. They look very powerful. Like you can get a sense of weight out of this Godzilla just by looking at them. The arms are nicely done. You can see there's a muscle right there. Got these little spike protrusions coming out of his thighs and his shoulder, as well as on the sides of his back next to his dorsal plates. If you look at the dorsal plates, they look very nice. Nice, jagged, and big like they were in the movie. They look really nice. And much like the 1998 Godzilla, this was something we hadn't seen before, but it's something we've come accustomed to, and it looks great. The tail is long as well. It looks great. I really like the detail on it. Detail on it underneath. It's great too. This is something the Bandai Creation figure didn't have. And then we have the face. The face is nicely detailed. The neck is really nicely detailed. We got all the wrinkles right there. And the spiky protrusions going down his neck. The teeth right there. Inside of the mouth is nicely detailed. The eye is really nicely done. But to me, there's something off about the face. It does look like Godzilla Millennium, but not all the way. To me, I don't know, I just kind of don't see it. I really can't get to it. I really don't know. Just something off seems to me about the face. Everybody else says it looks exactly like Godzilla 2000. And I'm glad you see that, but even though I kind of see it, I don't see it all the way. I don't know, there's just something off about the face. That's not to say it's bad, it's good, it does look like Godzilla 2000, but I don't know, it's just something's off about it. I don't know, from the front it looks like him, but from the side, I don't know. I just don't know, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, there's detail for you. For paint job, he's made out of this dark vinyl. It doesn't really look green per se. I mean, there are some highlights of green on the chest, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, in the light, it kind of looks dark, but it does also kind of look green. I don't know. But I know in the original Toho Kaiju figure was a very dark color, and the spikes were purple with silver highlights. This figure has a better paint job than that one because they don't have the silver highlights. And it's not as dark as that figure. Also to note, this figure is from the Memorial Box mold. When I heard this figure was going to be re-released, I originally thought it was going to be the Toho Kaiju figure, which was taller and thicker than the Memorial Box figure. But I'm glad to see that they used the Memorial Box figure, because it's in proper scale with the other Godzilla figures. The other one was just too tall and too thick. The claws are painted in off-white color. The teeth are painted off-white color. The mouth is painted this very dark, kind of like blood red. And the roof of the mouth is painted this time. Like I mentioned, the green highlight right there on the chest. The toes are an off-white color as well. We got the purple spikes, which are very light purple. Not pink like the Memorial Box figure, but very light. And on the original figure, it went all the way down to the tail, but on here it stops at this dorsal plate there. So yeah, paint job is pretty good. Actually, it's really good. It really is, and I forgot to mention the eyes. They're brown with black and off-white for the outer eye. Mine's kind of warped a bit. As you can see, it kind of leans to one side because his foot's warped right here. I'm going around and fixing it. And the tail's kind of slightly warped. It kind of goes off this way, but I don't mind that. Articulation on this figure. His arms can move in and out, which is nice. The legs can rotate 360 degrees. And the tail's a glissio. So, yeah. Very nice. Let's go on to some size comparisons. Here he is compared to the 54 Godzilla. As you can see, this Godzilla is slightly shorter, but it is in the 6-inch scale. 6-inch being the highest point here at its spike. So yeah, that's a nice scale. And here it is compared to Destroya. Which, as you can see, this Godzilla is shorter, but they're out of scale because Destroya was around 100 meters, if not more, and this one was 55 meters. And the reason I bring out Destroya and the 54 Godzilla together is because there's a common misconception that this Godzilla was in Godzilla vs. Destroya as Godzilla Jr. and later became this Godzilla after Godzilla died. That is actually not true. Godzilla 2000 itself in the Millennium movie is in its own continuity and is the second Godzilla after the 54 Godzilla because it's a sequel to this movie, not to Destroya. And the same goes for Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. The same suit was used in Megaguirus, but it is not in the same continuity. The suit design was used in that movie. So this Godzilla is not Godzilla Jr. It's its own Godzilla, as they mention in the movie that it is the second Godzilla after this Godzilla. It does not mention that it took place after Godzilla vs. Destroya, because in the Heisei movies they always made reference to previous movies before it, but in that movie they never did. So there's no way that this is going to be Godzilla Jr., even though Godzilla Jr. is green. And yeah, they just don't share continuities with this from Godzilla vs. Destroya. It only shares continuity with the 54 movie. Just thought I'd point that out because that's a common misconception that I hear. We'll also compare it to MechaGodzilla, my Yamakatsu figure. If this was Kiryu, it would work. But I don't have Kiryu. I mean, Kiryu is supposed to be taller, but I'm going to be getting the new Kiryu figures, both of them, because I'm going to be using this Godzilla in a Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS recreation, since I don't have the 2002 Godzilla, which is my favorite Godzilla. Here it is compared to King Ghidorah, the movie Monster Year X figure. I say this looks good. Here it is compared to Gamora from the Ultra 500 series. This works. I mean, they could be in scale. I mean, maybe Godzilla should be a little bit bigger because 55 meters, 40 meters. Here it is compared to Peter Jackson's King Kong from the 2005 movie. They're not in scale, but it still looks good. And I don't have a Mothra Tokyo SOS figure to compare to it. Well, I do, but as you can see, it's small. It's the candy toy Gashapon version of the figure. I want to get the 6-inch one because, like I said, I want to use it. And as you can see, they are not in scale at all. Mothra's too small. So, yes. There we go. So, that's my review on the Godzilla 2000 Millennium from the 2016 re-release. I am very glad I got this figure. It's, again, another one of my favorite suits. And I'm only trying to collect my favorite suits. I'm not trying to collect all the Godzillas. So yeah, detail is excellent on this figure, even though I do think the face is a little bit off. I mean, it does look like Godzilla 2000, but there's just something off about it I cannot get across. Paint job's good. I just wish that the paint had gone all the way down to the tail like the original figures. Articulation is as good as it is. It allows for good playability. Sizing is good because it's in proper 6-inch scale, and I like that. And overall, it's just a great figure. So I highly recommend it if you guys don't have it. Everyone deserves a Godzilla 2000 if you like the design. If you don't, that's fine. You don't have to get it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Mr. Kaidrick signing out. All my social media accounts are down below. Look me up. And stay awesome.